What's up, guys, and welcome back to some more gods we'll be watching. Where are we at here? Wow, 110% on everybody. That's nice. Well, Donald, you gotta take the igniter. You gotta be in the center so no one loses too much. Jack, why don't you go ahead and change position with Zenez? And then take the rifle. We're gonna need it. Sarah can take Shaman. Not so bad. Then the next one we'll go ahead and swap. So you have mission status. 2,800 meters. Okay. Rifle ammo 12. Gun ammo 3. Reload. Up to full. Make sure we have everything we need. Why don't you guys actually switch now? There we go. 1% loss, 0% loss. And then we'll probably put, I don't know, Zenez in the center next. Meanwhile, Jack and Liam can probably rotate back and forth. Sarah, are you happy? I hope you're not trying to berate me again for making you come here. No! I mean, this is far more dangerous than you made it sound when you asked me to join Liam and the rest. No one would expect to end up on an uncharted alien planet after traversing a nebula. But I'm asking a sincere question here. I've been worried about your vitality drain away. Wow, I read that all sorts of wrong. I've been worried seeing your vitality drain away day by day after we establish ourselves on Gactus 7. They live on Gactus 7? Wait a minute, what? Okay. Does the Constellar Federation have slaves still? I know you wanted to learn to shoot, to fight, to stand by yourself. But I dragged you into my safe hole. I only agreed to come here because I couldn't stand one more day watching your smile fade away. So Sarah, are you happy? I guess we'll never know. Okay, you change with Liam. That's much more even. You change with Donald. You can take the heater. Donald's chilling. Pretty nice way. Amazing how just a couple of decades without opposition so significantly affected the universe. Yeah, how can a nation go from being perfectly civilized to enslaving humans in just 20 years? Belt on slaves, cold and calculated. Human slavery started because of deaths penalties, now slave penalty. Yeah, okay. So it's not that different of a universe. Not that different of a universe. Take the igniter. Change with Dr. Zenez. Meanwhile, Sarah is just like, doopy-doo. Okay, so let's assess the team's firepower. 100%. What if we gave Sarah the gun? Sarah's not much of a shot anymore, right? Sarah's now 10%. What about Donald? 15%. Wow. It really does have to be those two. Sarah can't shoot anymore. So how did Jack survive as a slave? How did he get out? If Sarah wasn't the one that just, like, pile-drived into the ship and saved him, I mean, was it Donald? That doesn't seem like Donald at all. Liam certainly wouldn't save him. I don't know. Jack may never have been transferred in the first place, so the ship never was sent, because Sarah never bribed any officials to send the ship, which means Jack, did he escape with Muscle McGee? And I don't know. So, say we do find Burden, then what? Think a lot about this. Okay, he doesn't remember a thing, so. Oh, here we go. Bam. Okay, so where are we at here? 400. It's ugly. Change position with Sarah, if you'd be so kind. Zenez. Stamina is a little low on Jack, really low on Liam. Who has the most right now other than Sarah? Zenez has quite a bit. Of course, Zenez needs to switch with Donald. Sarah's gonna lose a whole lot if she stays like that. Can we switch you two so Sarah can lead? Jack's not losing as much then. And then give Donald the gun instead of a rifle. The loss is very minimal back here. Makes our combat effectiveness like 75. Yeah. 75 is a good number though. We're still wearing Everdusk uniforms if it was shut down years ago. Well, Sarah and I haven't seen much action until this little adventure. We've been working at a research facility on Gactus 4, making an honest living. You know, just trying to have a normal marriage after the traumatic events with Xenolifer. You gave up on achieving a better world? Well, I didn't. I still really want to change the world. That's why we're here, aren't we? But Donald's right. There's nothing a coward engineer and a helpless psychiatrist could do against the Federation. That's simply not true. But I'll respect your decision. You suffered enough back in the old days. But again, why are you wearing Everdusk suits? These aren't just any Everdusk suits. These are the Everdusk suits we wore when we met Burden. I've been keeping them all this time. This call for adventure appeared before us. I don't know. It just felt right to wear them. Although Donald has some problems fitting into his. The aftermath of a happy life. See something coming. Pew pew pew. Nailed it. Sarah's still doing okay. I think we're doing good at this point. Jack's gonna lose a little bit here. Zenez can afford to lose a little bit more, and then Donald can take back over. Although Sarah is getting a wee bit cold. How far do we have to go? $979. And we're going at 400 right now. It's not bad. Remember, we still have the injections. Hey, Liam, did I ever tell you that I met Alexander some time ago? Yeah, Alexander, that guy. Yeah. Met him at Noro Camp. Big dwarf planet. Saw his face, don't forget the texture. job. Da, da, da. He got reassigned. Huh. So nothing special then. Nothing special happened. Okay, Donald, take the igniter. Zenez, take the gun. Change positions with Donald. You can take the gun. And probably for the best. Nice. We'll definitely get there. Personal question for you, if you don't mind, Shaman. Okay. Bam. Get dunked. Get dunked. Gun's empty. It's alright. Do a full reload. We'll give you a full reload as well. Okay. So at this point, we're gonna get there next time, no matter what. I'd like Jack to be in the back. I want him to get a little bit more stamina. Okay. Whoops, no, don't change position. You're fine. Go ahead and take Shaman. Still recovering. BM's doing okay. Sarah's doing okay. Donald and Zenez are about the same. So I guess we'll just go ahead and leave it be. No offense at all with the question, but you keep talking about Admiral Scholar of Paths. But really, this is just a very advanced technology, isn't it? I mean, you talk about gods and spiritual warriors. But the things we've seen so far have had lights and wires and bear more than a passing resemblance to machines. I'd be offended if I didn't know that your questions are born of sincere ignorance. I can't blame you, since humanity tends to see the concepts of religion and technology as opposites. Mistake to believe that God, at least ours, isn't part of science. Don't know a lot about Admiral, but all other known theistic species don't relate their gods to technology. That's because the rest of the gods are not real. Come on, don't play the true god card. Sorry, I should have said the rest of the gods don't exist before becoming gods. First problem comes when you try to understand every other culture through your own language. The equivalent for God in the Old tongue doesn't have the exact meaning you might assume. Enlighten me then. We don't think of gods as almighty, omnipresent beings. They didn't even create the universe. That's crazy. Our word for God is closer to definition to those who have ascended. It's truly a complex thing to communicate in your tongue, but basically any Alt Mahun can become a god. Scientific, cultural, or social achievements, the community can choose to make you a god. You know this crazy ability I have to feel electrical impulses and interface with technology without even touching it, right? Well, I'm like a cripple to them in terms of skill. Thing is that if you are chosen to become a god, the rest of the Alt Mahun accepts you as one. When you die, your knowledge is absorbed and replicated through the community, letting your career achievements become part of the collective mind, enriching the whole species. That's how you get to develop time-bending technology that looks like magic to human beings. Amazing. But if what you say is true, How come the Old Mahoon have been defeated by humanity? We haven't been. Remember, this is just one of an infinite number of realities. They're not interested in war, that's why their weapons suck. We're proud of it. We never had to fight against ourselves, so we don't have the extensive history of war backing our progress that you humans do. Progress through collaboration or through conflict. We really are radically different. Catch our breath, there's an Old Mahoon shrine right up ahead. I'm hopeful. So hopeful. Alright. Invocation of the Wise Man. Yeah. Do we get rid of Shaman or not? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's one more shrine. Then we're basically at the top. So yeah, let's warp him this time. We'll see what's up if you warp him. I believe everybody will have a better chance of survival if we don't have to carry you, my friend. Go ahead. Understood. Holy shit. Damn, I hope he's okay. Didn't know the Old Mahoon could do such amazing things. But we better make the most of this unexpected gift and climb as fast as we can. Let's move. Not reject the... like you said, the gifts of the Old Mahoon. At this point, where are we at? Wow. Stamina's back to 110%. So Sarah needs some warmth. Why don't you take the igniter? Change positions with first. And then you change positions. You get to go first. Zenez is good. You don't really need stamina recovery. I think we're okay to keep climbing. Hey, Doctor, how are those septuagenarian legs of yours holding up? Surprisingly well, to be honest. I'm no match for a strong young man like you, of course, but I'm quite proud of having made it this far while still being helpful to the team. Damn right, I hope that's strong. I hope I'm that strong when I get to your age. Try to keep myself healthy. Now that I have a Geno gym at my manor, it's quite a delightful task. My, you sound like a spoiled billionaire. I'm a spoiled billionaire. I wouldn't change it for anything. Well, I do suppose I'd change it to save the world. That's why I'm here. Spoiled billionaire hero. Sounds good to me. Pew pew pew! That's 2. Gonna be 3. Most I've ever seen is 3. Okay, how are we feeling on warmth? Sarah's doing fantastically. Jack needs some warm. Liam needs some warm. So, why don't you take position? Front. We'll continue. I was picturing myself living life in a comfy armchair, reading books, watching movies, maybe even joining a couple friends in a club for debates about science. Then kids, becoming an active member of our community, engaging in local festivities, but somehow I always end up in these messy situations. Just a coward, I don't get it. What am I doing here? Because you're a hero, Donald. No, I'm not. I openly acknowledge that, and I don't want to be one. I'm just a coward, like I said. I agree. You are a coward. Does not mean you're not a hero. A hero can be brave and likable, but a hero can be a coward and asshole too. If every single one of you climbing this mountain now aren't heroes, I don't know who is. Call me a hero if you want, but I don't know. Deep down, I'd let the world burn if it meant I could enjoy a happy life myself. Only happened to be an asshole who loves Sarah too much, that's all. Pew 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 pew! For 2. And 3. 4. Oh my goodness. Bad. Take the igniter. Load your weapon. Change position. And we'll switch you with Donald. You can get a little bit back. Donald can lead a little bit. It'll be fine. Keep climbing. By the way, Liam, how did you and Shaman meet? Thought I told you when you were with Xenolifer. Not really. You spent most of the time talking with Burden while I was getting familiar with the matriarch and its crew. Wait a second. Burden was distracting me all the time because you were doing your spy thing? I'm afraid so. But hey, don't feel bad. Burden always spoke very highly of you. Know that he got the order to assassinate you right before the space lab hijacking and he refused? No way. Thought he was a professional who would do anything for the mission. I mean, he quite literally tore the matriarch apart just to stop me. Yeah, but he's not your average soldier. The guy deserted the Stellar Federation after broadcasting an anti-war message that seriously damaged the Federation's support. Then he joined ECOC, so he wouldn't have to be a mindless soldier anymore. That's what he was doing. Fighting tirelessly for what he believed was right. That's why you're alive, and that's why he chased you to the ends of space. Because he believed in you. I'm really thankful for that. Believe me. That's why I'm going to the end of time to repay him. So how'd you and Shaman meet? It's a long story. I'll tell you when we make it out of here alive. Deal? You bet. Goodbye. 2. Three. And 4. Sarah needs some warmth. Liam, why don't you go to the back? Sarah, take the igniter. Denez, switch with Donald. Let's walk. Liam, yes. I don't know if we're going to get out of here alive, and I feel like we've been climbing together long enough for me to ask you a question. Fucked up question, I know, but I want to satisfy my curiosity as a psychiatrist. How do you feel after having killed millions of people? What's it like having committed genocide? You're right, that is a fucked up question. But it's a fair one after everything I've dragged you into. I don't really know. I think it changed me. I don't think it changed me when I actually did it, but when I decided to do it. Once we set eyes on the Medusa virus, I was ready to go all the way. Shaman tried to talk me out of it, but I convinced him in the end. All I had to do was fuel his thirst for vengeance. After all, the Constellar Federation had eradicated his people. I suppose it was justifying it to myself, too. 4 billion lives didn't sound so high a price to pay for a universe free of slavery. I knew even then that by releasing the Medusa, I would be no better than the very forces I was fighting against. But I didn't care then. I don't really care now either. I don't care if people see me as a terrorist or as a hero or whatever. Put a label on me, judge me, condemn me, and then enjoy the free world I've created. Probably just a very charismatic psychopath. What do you think, Doc? I believe that someone incapable of empathy wouldn't be trying to bring freedom to every life form in existence. And I think you're wrong about not caring. I feel like you're blocking a lot of things behind that charisma of yours. You may be right, you're the professional after all. We're done on this mountain, I'll have you treat me if you don't mind. It'll be a challenge and a pleasure. Count me in. They come. Gonna run out of pistol ammo. But I am confident in Jack's ability and his rifle ammo. Alright, full reload. Full reload. How much farther do we have to go, Donald? Oh my goodness. Okay. How are we feeling? Well, Donald's feeling the best. Donald needs some warmth. Change position to third. Take the igniter. Change position to fourth. Go. The Nez can go ahead and be first again. The Nez, you're feeling reasonably tired. Donald should be taking point here. Liam in the center. Donald, take point. Liam, take center. And the igniter. Change position with Jackaroonie, so Jack can get a whole bunch of stamina back all at once. Keep climbing. They come. Just one. That's nice. Jack's feeling a lot better. He can go ahead and take the center. Sarah can be in the very back. Change position to fifth. Change position to second. Jack, take Niter. Donald's still doing good. Sarah gets a little bit of rest and we'll keep climbing. Nice. How much further? Close. Very close. Dinez, how you feeling? 68. Why don't you switch with Liam? %16 on Jack. Alright. Change position. Second, Zenez, take the igniter. Keep climbing. You change with Sarah, because she's feeling good. Sarah can change with Zenez, and then take the igniter. Liam can get some stamina back. Alright. Let's get all the way up. Burden. Hey, oh, it's a shrine. It's a shrine. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Oh, and we can rest. Must be the last altar. How do we activate it? We shouldn't have sent Shaman to the peak, but maybe if I just... What are you doing, Liam? Really? That thing was already expecting us. You're just a lucky bastard. Yeah, sure, now, huh? It mentioned you guys. I think it's asking me to pick a name. Should I answer, or should we leave? Well, you guys will figure that out in the next episodes when you'll find out. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you next time with some more gods we'll be watching. DFTBA.